enough short-chain fatty acid to keep the immune system in the peaceful mode. That's why actually you have this allergy and autoimmune condition on the skin. Another major things in the last 50, 60 years, of course, the same as that in the mouth, right? We talked about oral hygiene. Now this here, skin hygiene is more related to the skin probiotic deficiency. In the last 50, 60 years, and we have been doing more and more skin hygiene as well. And the frequent shower and bathing actually remove the good bacteria on your skin. Not only that, it's the food. The oil has been removed on the skin as well, especially when you are using soap or some other soap, actually antibacterial soap, that's even worse. And that will remove not only the bacteria but also the food for the good bacteria on the skin as well. Yeah, that's how you actually, even people with oily skin now, they do not have enough good food for the good bacteria on the skin. That's how you develop the probiotic deficiency on the skin. That causes the arthritis. That's the most common one. 20% of people suffer from actually the joint pains. And when you grow older, you produce less oil as well. There's a common phrase actually in China. They call it actually 50 years old shoulder. 50 years old shoulder. Yeah. So that means actually when you grow up to 50 years old, your joint, your shoulder tend to get pain and cannot move around, things like that. Why is that? Why is that? As we grow older, actually, we produce less skin oil. That's why. Now we know why when you grow older, you tend to have the joint issues. Together with the skin hygiene and with the agings, and that's why actually we tend to have the joint issues as we grow older. Now the solution here is that feed the good bacteria on the skin, feed the good bacteria. They need oil. Feed the good bacteria on the skin and also do a moderate skin hygiene. Shower less frequently. How about everybody tell me how frequent do you shower? Once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, or every other day? Or once a week, twice a week? How frequent do you shower? How frequent do you shower? Shower every day. I do not see twice a day yet. 1 to 2 times, 3 times a day. Dr. AJ, you are the champion here right now. Tasha, thank you. Ayana, once a day is great. Once a day is okay, I should say. Twice in the summer, that's probably too much. Okay, and then people actually shower once or twice a week. All right, taking probiotic supplement. I'm glad you know that. All right, twice a day. Okay. All right, twice a day is too much. Twice a day is too much. My suggestion here is actually every year. Really? Every year? Once every year? You're awesome. I shower twice a week. All right. 1 year ago, baby can use the aloe cream. Everybody can use the aloe cream. The lozenge, this one actually, the starter case is not. This is for 3 years and above. Because you need to keep it in the mouth for up to an hour. Little baby cannot do that. It might be a choking hazard for them. This might be too big. All right. That's I suggest you shower maximum once a day. Every other day, twice a week, like I'm doing, that's great too. If you are committed to that change, reduce your skin hygiene, that will benefit your skin joint conditions. After each shower, apply this aloe cream onto your skin. I do that actually twice a week from head to toe. Yeah, that will help you feed the bacteria on your skin. If you have neutral skin, dry skin, yes, apply that onto your whole body. If you have oily skin, if you have really oily skin, you probably do not apply that onto your face, on your body, but the limb and the arm and leg probably still need that. If you have the issues, any of the issues, like the pain or inflammation anywhere, apply this aloe cream actually once or twice a day to those areas. Yeah, depending on the conditions you have, you may see the change actually within hours to days to weeks. Yeah, depends on how fast the bacteria grow. Each one of us have slightly different conditions. Yeah, that's what the before and after aloe cream. Yeah, she used the aloe cream only once. This is a rheumatoid arthritis. Inflammation in the toes before using aloe cream. Yeah, after using aloe cream once overnight. Yeah, that's the picture on the right. Yeah, I'm not allowed to tell you how good it works. You should actually judge yourself, all right? Yeah, this is actually the psoriasis on her hand. She had that actually for many months. After using aloe cream for about a week, that's picture in the middle. After another 2 weeks, that's one on the right. So type 1 diabetes will benefit from the starter case. Type 2, no. Yeah. Type 2 diabetes, you should get the Obesity Code by Jason Fung, that book. Do an intermittent fasting. Yeah, dry sensitive skins gets better along the way. Sunspots, yeah. Aging spots, sunspots, you can try that actually. Pigmentations and the pigmentation after injury, I'll show that actually in a little bit as well. Our customer indicate actually after a couple of weeks, they see their aging spots gets lighter as well. Yeah, the rashes actually itchiness on her back, and she used the aloe cream. Yeah, for about 3 days. That's the after picture. This rashes on her chest. This one actually responds much faster. This before and after photo actually happened within less than 12 hours. Eczema before using aloe cream. After using aloe cream for about 3 weeks. Yeah, if you have the type 2 diabetes, get the Obesity Code by Jason Fung. Obesity Code by Jason Fung. That's the book. Yeah, let me post that actually on the comment in case other people have that. Yeah, it's in the comment. Yeah, next one is actually the insect bites. If you are sensitive to the insect bites, like the spider bites, mosquito bites, yeah, this one is actually Texas brown recluse spider. Severe reactions afterwards. Use aloe cream. Yeah, within less than 24 hours. Yeah, that's one on the bottom right. Bacterial infections, we do not help. This product do not help you. Yeah, like the pneumonia, things like that, you should not use our product for that. Yeah, actually virus infections, flus, yeah, COVID, those things you should not use the product. The fungus is different. Yeah, the fungus. The skin fungus, for example, actually, you can use this, promote the good bacteria on the skin. Yeah, after a week or so, actually use aloe cream. That's the picture on the right. Yeah, we talk about the pigmentations, injury after the injury, after using aloe cream for about a month. That's the one on the right. Toddler and young age, yes, it works. The aloe cream, you're talking about they have the eczema, right? Daily paid with flu. Okay. Yeah. Little kids actually tend to have the skin eczema. It's quite common. Yeah, we'll apply this one actually once or twice a day onto those areas. And the kids should shower actually less frequently. I suggest actually shower every other day for kids. The asthma and allergies and the mucus issues, yeah, it's caused by the probiotic deficiency in the mouth. So use the starter kits feed bacteria in the mouth. That will help you. If you are pregnant, you still can use the starter kits. Yeah, you still can use that. But my suggestion is that you should stop a little bit early. Stop a little bit early. Stop when you have a couple of sneeze, a little bit runny nose. Yeah, mild allergies actually is beneficial for you if you are pregnant. Yeah, because that actually prevent you from having airway infections like cold, flu, COVID. That's beneficial. Pregnancy can make your allergy worse. You know why? Do you remember did you have the food craving in the early stage of your pregnancy, Mrs. Fox? Yeah, did you have that? Yeah, food craving is the natural process to knock down the good bacteria in the mouth. Traditionally, it was beneficial. Yeah, because in the traditional life, we all have too much of the probiotics in the mouth. Now you know, right? The probiotic is the ways when the probiotic keep your immune system peaceful and calm down your immune system. If you have, too much of that, of course, the immune system will be very, very quiet, very, very quiet. Yeah, that means your defense power is at the bottom. Yeah, that's in the traditional life. That's why actually evolution got this behavior. Yeah, for human being, when you are pregnant, you want to eat something different, like the spices, pickles, sour food, and those food actually suppress the good bacteria in the mouth. They suppress the good bacteria in the mouth and eventually cause your immune system become a little bit elevated. Yeah, that will help you defend you actually against those invading pathogens like the cold, flu virus. Why you need to do that? Because when you are pregnant, actually your immune system is being tuned down. Tuned down to protect the fetus. Yeah, that's a foreign object. So tuned down, the whole system is tuned down, and together with the good bacteria in the mouth, the immune system is even lower. So to protect you, protect the mom and the future baby, evolution actually selected their behavior. Yeah, eat all different things, stimulate all the hormone and issue. They actually made you want to eat something different, the spicy food and the sour food, and which actually knock down the good bacteria in the mouth, so that the immune system in the airway can become a little more active and protect you from those infectious diseases. Yeah, that's the whole system actually how they work together. The whole immune system is tuned down, protect the baby. And you eat different things, make your defense system in the airway locally higher. Yeah, that's why you have the food craving when you are pregnant. But unfortunately, in the modern life, we do not need that anymore. Yeah, because the oral hygiene and also all those cleaning procedures actually remove the good bacteria quite well. And the immune system in the airway has been elevated already, and added all together with the food craving that makes your allergies worse. So yeah, in the modern life, you actually the food craving is probably not necessary anymore, for many people at least. Yeah, instead, if you have the too much, if your immune system in the airway elevated too much and got severe allergies, yeah, you can use the starter kits, get some of the good bacteria back. But my suggestion is, yeah, do it properly and leave a couple of sneeze and runny nose, a little bit runny nose actually with you. That will be beneficial. Eczema on the scalp, yeah, you can apply the aloe cream on the scalp. You can apply that every part of your skins. Yeah, you can use the aloe cream on everywhere of your body. I apply that actually from head to toe twice a week. All right. Ashy dermatosis. Let me see actually. It's more related to genetics and environment. Let's see if autoimmune process is related to that. So previously it was related to genetics and environmental issues, but currently there's more evidence to see it might be related to the autoimmune conditions. It's not classified as autoimmune. So for the ashy dermatosis, yeah, you can, because of that, I think you can try the aloe cream. Not sure how much it helps you. Yeah, not sure how much it helps you. But you can try that. There's more people think it might be autoimmune, but it's not in the autoimmune association list. So you can try the aloe cream and let me know. Yeah, let me know either way. If it works, let me know. If it does not work, let me know as well. Either way, you can get a refund. How's that? We can make a deal. I want to know the result. So let me know if it works for you. Let me know if it does not work for you. Yeah, this is the frontier. We actually do not know actually. And people have been studying that conditions. Yeah. All right. Tumors, no. Our product do not help with tumor. Yeah, even though there are some of the studies says actually a healthy microbiota in the gut may help some of the colon cancers, but in general, promote the good bacteria in the mouth on the skin probably do not help those conditions. Yeah, for colitis, you should eat more kimchi and fibers. Yeah. The fermented food and the vegetable, whole grain, nuts, mushroom, fresh fruit. Eat up to 30 different fibers each week. Yeah, the psoriasis is caused by the skin probiotics deficiency. Yeah, lack of bacteria on the skin is the primary. All right. Yeah, let's do Crohn's disease. All right. How about if you have the third column issues? the issues in the third column, that's mostly the autoimmune conditions in the gut. Colitis, Crohn's disease, IBD, IBS, diverticulitis. If you have the third column conditions, give me a 3. Give me a 3 if you have these things. Give me a 3 if you have the autoimmune inflammations in the colons. 3, 3, 3. All right. Lovely, Liz. Welcome here. Instant. Aristo. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, quite some of you have the gut issues. Bunny, Death Bunny, welcome here. Sally, good morning, everybody. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Yeah, the inflammation in the gut is mostly caused what they call gut microbiota dysbiosis. Now I call that actually probiotics deficiency. Yeah, like good bacteria in the gut cause that. The good bacteria in the gut, what I call that, the probiotics, as we discussed here, they are all the bacteria that can produce short-chain fatty acid. Yeah, short-chain fatty acid is first discovered in the gut. Yeah, we have trillions of good bacteria in the gut, about several dozen different species in it. That's the first place we identified the probiotics in our body, trillions of them. And they even though we have several dozen different species, they are all anaerobic bacteria. They are all the bacteria that can use the fiber we cannot digest. Yeah, they all digest fiber, use that as their food, and grow, multiply. And during the process, they produce the short-chain fatty acid. Short-chain fatty acid was actually first identified as additional energies we got from the food. Originally, people think actually it was about 10 to 20% of the energies we got the food additionally to the ones we got from the small intestines. Yeah, that was significant, 10 to 20%. Traditionally, we usually do not have enough food. That was important. But afterwards, actually, people actually further studied the function of the short-chain fatty acid. Not only they can be used by our body as energies, but also they interact with our immune system. Yeah, the combined effect actually tuned down the immune system. That's the first people studied the short-chain fatty acid in the gut. Eventually they see, the more important function is actually the interaction between the short-chain fatty acid and our immune system. It's not only the energies we can use. So that was the result of that. So short-chain fatty acid is the one that calms down the immune system. That's the first discovery in the gut. And now we have the probiotics in the mouth, on the skin, do the same things, produce the short-chain fatty acid as well. So if you do not have enough good bacteria in the gut, if you do not feed them well, if they do not have enough food, especially in the last up to probably 100 years, we started to actually produce the refined food, overly processed food. Those food tend to be tasty and with less fibers. Yeah, that's what happened in the last 100 years or so, especially after World War II. Yeah, the industry production gets so much better. The food gets over processed. Yeah, that's actually why we got less fiber. Many people actually did not feed the good bacteria in the gut well. Gradually, actually, you have probiotic deficiency in the gut. Yeah, not enough short-chain fatty acid. Eventually, the immune system become elevated, become hypersensitive. Yeah, less probiotics, more active immune system, which can attack yourself cause those inflammations. Yeah, colitis, diverticulitis, that's how you got those. And the natural approach, of course, is to get them back. Eat more fermented food and fibers. But unfortunately, in many of the cases, eat those food, the fermented food and fibers can make your symptoms worse. It's difficult to start. That's in many of the cases. So if you cannot tolerate too much of the fermented food, you can either start very slow, take a small amount of this food and gradually add more and more. That's the approach. And the other one, of course, work with your doctor, use the drug to reduce the inflammation first, and then eat more of this fermented food. That's the way. That's the way to get them back, get the good bacteria back in the gut. And of course, when you combine with two other conditions, probiotic deficiency in the mouth, on the skin, there can be a condition called histamine sensitivities. Histamine sensitivities. When you eat the fermented food, things like that, you get the hive on your skin, get the airway conditions, things like that. There can be some other reactions. How many of you have the histamine sensitivity? How many of you? Type me if you have that. Type me if you have the high histamine sensitivities. Histamine sensitivities. All right, quite some of you have that. Candy, yeah. All right, histamine sensitivities. Histamine sensitivities is combined issues. It's not only the gut issues. It's actually the sensitive, like good bacteria in the mouth, on the skin, and the gut all together. It's usually combined issues. Reduce the sensitivity is actually you need to feed the bacteria in the mouth, on the skin, and also the gut as well. Probably start with the skin and the mouth. That way, actually, the skin and airway reaction can be minimized. After that, the sensitivity will be reduced, and then you can eat more fermented food and fibers. Eventually, after you got enough good bacteria in the three areas, and feed them well. So the probiotics themselves do not benefit you. They benefit you only when they have the food. When they have the food, they grow, they multiply, they produce short-chain fatty acid. That's why actually feed the good bacteria in all three sides is very important. In all three sides. In the gut, you got to eat the fibers every day. That's why actually plants, vegetable is important. We have been teaching kids to say eat vegetable. Why we want to build up that habit. Feed the good bacteria in the gut is important. If they do not have the food, they cannot produce the short-chain fatty acid. Your immune system will become hypersensitive and cause troubles. In the mouth and on the skin is the same. And we need to feed the bacteria in the mouth, on the skin, and do not abuse them with hygienes, with excessive hygienes. That's what we should do. And we have been teaching the gut. Now we need to learn about the oral and skin probiotics and feed them well as well. We need to feed them well, feed the good bacteria in the mouth, on the skin regularly as well. So that's and this is the holistic healing approach. That's right. If you have